Registration is open for the 3rd annual Bells and Ladders Girls Firefighting Camp being held July 22nd to 24th. This 3-day camp, hosted by the Brockville Fire Department, empowers young girls with confidence-building experiences, inspiration, and skills they'll never forget. The camp is open to young women between the ages of 15 to 18 years old and is free of charge for participants, who will receive hands-on training in skills they face as firefighters. The goals of this camp are to inspire young women to consider a career in the fire service, but more importantly, to be empowered, to have the confidence to believe they can achieve any goal they set their minds to. As well, the program is seeking corporate sponsor. All money and in-kind donations will help provide a free 3-day experience for the participants regardless of social and economic status. To register or to become a sponsor, please visit brockvillefire.ca/girls-firefighting-camp. Proudly sponsored in part by Hometown TV 12 and DCE Media.
But together it tells a bigger story. This represents our economy. It's diverse, it's alive, and it's growing. So we should be very, very proud as a community.
The City of Brockville's Economic Development Department and the Brockville Museum celebrated the launch of their collaborative Made in Brockville initiative during a grand opening event held at the museum on Thursday, May 14th. The event brought together local business owners, manufacturers, community leaders, and political representatives to celebrate Brockville's manufacturing history and recognize the business and industries that continue to contribute to the local economy today.
But together it tells a bigger story. This represents our economy. It's diverse, it's alive, and it's growing. So we should be very, very proud as a community to have all of these products right here within your reach. And that's what these programs and this exhibit is all about. So thank you for joining us.
Attendees also heard from Charlie Mignault, Commissioner of the St. Lawrence Corridor Economic Development Commission, who spoke about the current economic landscape across the region and the importance of continuing to support local industry and economic growth.
Brockville's a beautiful, historic town. It's a jewel in the St. Lawrence. And it's a wonderful place to visit, but it's a manufacturing town. And the manufacturers in the history of this town have created a beautiful place to live. They've created jobs for families. They've created a social welfare network and assets, parks and schools, and a really rich fabric in this community that we should all be proud of.
Collaboration connects the Brockville Museum's newly launched Made in Brockville exhibit with the city's new Proudly Made in Brockville program, creating an opportunity to celebrate Brockville's industrial legacy while supporting present-day businesses and manufacturers. Industry in Brockville grew rapidly beginning in the 1870s and became a defining part of the city's identity and economy. Today, manufacturing remains Brockville's 3rd largest employment sector and continues to play a vital role in the community.
The story of the past of manufacturing, that's going to continue. And so we're here looking at the history of manufacturing in Brockville, but manufacturing is not history in Brockville from what I'm hearing. And I think we should all be very proud about that. But you know, not to be a downer about anything, but the folks in this room are the core of the progress that happens in our community, or at least very representative of it. There's a lot of bad news out there. There's a lot of negativity out there. And we just put out a report a few weeks ago. It was our annual building report, where we posted the highest ever historic investment in construction in this city's history since 1832.
The Made in Brockville exhibit highlights the unique and recognizable products that have been and continue to be made in Brockville. From the international success of George T. Fulford & Co.'s Pink Pills for Pale People at the turn of the 20th century, to the Brockville John B. Stetson Co., Canada Limited factory exclusively producing the iconic Royal Canadian Mounted Police Mountie hat, to the local 3M Canada plant producing more than 200 million N95 respirators during the global pandemic. The exhibit showcases the innovation, resilience, and evolution of Brockville manufacturing over generations.
We're just honored to have the opportunity to share our manufacturing past and present through this exhibit. particularly to highlight those iconic products that have made Brockville's industrial history distinctive and which continue to place Brockville on a national stage. We previously heard about the George T. Fulford's Pink Pills for Pale People, of course Stetson's and the Mountie hat, made right here in Brockville. And today, with 3M manufacturing over 20 million N95 respirators to respond to the global pandemic, Brockville's manufacturing history is unique and worth showcasing.
The city's new Proudly Made in Brockville program complements the exhibit by helping residents and visitors identify and support products made locally. Businesses participating in the program receive Proudly Made in Brockville product stickers at no cost, helping consumers easily recognize locally made products available within the community.
We want to highlight not only the manufacturers, what they're doing, so people kind of know what's happening, but kind of connecting that then locally into how can you support the businesses, big or small, and really make an impact on the local economy. So through that, we are launching the Proudly Made in Brockville program. So you'll start to see around town some labels, including you're all more than welcome to label your products with the Proudly Made in Brockville label. We've got smaller ones and larger ones, and then some retail component as well. So we want to make it a lot easier for people to walk in off the street and say, hey, look, that store has Made in Brockville products. I want to go check out what they've got. So we've got some window decals to make it easier. So we're really excited to be launching that campaign.
Residents and visitors are encouraged to explore the Made in Brockville exhibit at the Brockville Museum and learn more about the business and products that continue to contribute to Brockville's economy and identity. For more information about the exhibit or the Proudly Made in Brockville program, please visit the Brockville Museum or the City of Brockville Economic Development Department.
Natalie told us about her exhibit, and then we had thought of this program and we hadn't talked. So it's on the minds of all of us, right? So it's nice to see it all culminating, coming together.
For Hometown TV 12, Dale Elliott in Brockville.
So, let's continue to work together. Let's strengthen our economy.